So you encourage this bullshit.
It's on the cup. Okay, so what was your question? What you not realize? Fuck it. You know
GK. There she snoring. That's it. That was good.
I should have bought that thing that was in our box.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Tori motherfucking Dior. Smart ass smile, thick ass thighs, straight poison, stare to these eyes. Give two downs about a lane.
I did wash it up. So it was right.
My big ass in the camera.
She basically. Okay, what's your question, Rochelle?
How do I inspire you? Oh, those are good questions. What question?
You inspire me because through all of the bad that happened, and that you've experienced and that you've gone through, it never changed or altered who you were as a person. It just made you a better person.
Ooh, speak that.
Like, it didn't stop you. Like, most people who've gone through what you've gone through shut down. And they don't reach out to people. Right. They don't reach out to people. They seclude themselves in their own, sorrow and stuff. And you managed to come out of your sorrow, and you've been very vibrant and vigilant.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I should have. That's so sweet. Now, are we passing this around for the 50?
Can
I get 2 questions?
Yeah.
Says, when do you feel I misunderstood or misunderstand you, and why do you think I do?
When we initially met, I think it was just more so because you didn't know me. I think you thought that I was more self-centered and conceited and more into myself. I don't think you knew. I don't think you knew that I had the depth of the levels to understand you, and for you to be comfortable with me, to tell me like, "Hey, girl, this ain't good. I'm not having a good day." I think you thought I was the first.
And it's the same because when I first met you at that football practice, it was like, oh, here goes somebody else. She was like standoffish, and that's what I'm thinking in my head, like, oh Lord, here we go with one of these other ones that don't want to talk to nobody. Because Matt and my husband play on the same football team together. That's how we met. And she was a little distant in the beginning, but then it was just like, after that first practice and we had that first game, it was like, oh, bitch, okay. I'm wrong with you.
Now, if this was to be our last conversation, what would you never want me to forget?
I never want you to forget that you were the first person that helped me love me. Like, no, for real. Like, when
That's why when I asked this, I knew it was going to be some emotional, drawn out.
Your best friend.
Answer, no, her first boyfriend.
Because when he says I'm amazing, okay, but when we first, I was a fat kid and I was the dark girl, and I was compared to all the other kids besides Tracy. But compared to all the other kids, but compared to all of them, no boys was giving me attention. Like, you were 12 and got on a city bus to give me flowers and candy on Valentine's Day. Like, you were the first example of I was worth something.
You have to realize, I'm going to say this. I tell people all the time, you have to realize I was raised in a 2-parent home. So, I didn't know nothing but that.
But I didn't know that. I was raised in a single-parent home, and my mother didn't date openly in front of me. Okay, so
I don't ask the question because I don't know.
So if I was to die, you don't.
How are we most similar? How are we most different?
We are most similar because of our sense of humor, our loyalty, our drive to always want to do better and show people that we are more than what they thought we were. We're different in the sense of you're never satisfied with where you are. You never stop to revel in the moment like, damn, I got my master's. Damn, I'm married. Damn, I'm a Zeta. Damn, I'm an Eastern Star. Like, you never sit and appreciate that for you to be as young as you are you've come further than a lot of people have in their entire lifetime, and you still have so much to do.
True. You go, girl.
You're an
You
Eastern
got it
Star?
going on.
First of all, you should have heard Zeta first.
And she's a self-published author of 7 books.
Wait, damn it. I think
You
that
know
Eastern
what
Star
I'm
that's why like key in
You
on
think it's
that.
the Illuminati?
They in Walmart.
We
I had to let
both
them
are the
know.
life of the party. I think we're good friends to others. Like she said, transparency. Did I say it right?
Mhm.
Like we are like we use what we go through to inspire others. I think because we both feel like, bitch, everybody's not perfect. We're all going through something. So
It's a
even
learning
though
process.
we got this, and this, bitch, I still have days where I go through things. So we like to let people know that we are still human.
Yeah.
How we are different. How we different?
Hey, Butch.
It's very little where we're different. Like we both have to balance each other out. Like sometimes she might have to tell me, to pull back on something where I'm very angry at, and sometimes I have to tell her to pull back on something. We both have to try to be the calm in the middle of the storm in some situations where she know I want to go off, and I'm upset about something. She helps me see the bright in it, the bright side of it, and where I try to do the same thing.
You do.
That's
I was about to stab me one day.
so.
She's like,
where-
you love him. You love him.
So that's where I mean.
How long ago was that?
It was a while back.
So
Before
we not.
I answered first.
Oh, because I was going to say, girl,
What am I hesitant to tell you?
oh, Lord, I don't think I should have asked this.
I'm really never hesitant to tell you anything. My one thing that I tread lightly on is who you surround yourself with. I'm not gonna say, but I feel like you've worked really hard to come really. I want to be better. I want to do better. You make a conscious effort, and if your friends aren't making those conscious efforts, you either gotta
Well, that's my first
push
question.
them up or out.
So, I'm not really hesitant on anything I have to tell you, but this one says, what do you want me to remember about the first time we met?
I want you to remember that we were 2 high school students navigating through life, and we managed to stay in touch throughout 15 plus years with no fights. You took me to my first club.
Yeah.
You took me to my first tattoo. So those are things I wouldn't want you to ever forget.
First time we met, I was like, ooh, Lord, this girl. I was like, she loud, but she ended up being so sweet. She ended up being one of the most sweetest people I've ever met. And then as time grew on, she became one of the closest friends I had. Even though we would go probably months without talking, whenever we would talk to each other, it's like we never skipped a beat. Like, I don't know. And so one of the most honest people. You know how you want those friends that's gonna always be honest and be real.
Because our anniversary, our 3-year anniversary was Tuesday, Monday. He put his attitude on pause for our anniversary and then picked it back up.
Well, at least you was able to do that.
Because he don't.
What I feel you don't realize about yourself is that you are deserving to be loved, and you are deserving to go out and find that love.
But
in
how is
a-
Come on, Mama, do y'all deserve it?
Hoe is life, but
All your friends are hoes and stuff. Like, what the fuck?
But when we're in a relationship, we are committed.
Oh, wow.
Who?
Wait, Jazz.
Look, right, what?
This one over here. Baby, this one right here.
wait a minute.
This one right here. This is why I just said that. This one over here. This one. Huh.
Minute.
Wait a minute. They escalated. Hold on. Like,
why all your friends hoes?
like,
I apologize.
we not gonna sit here and act like I wasn't the biggest hoe. You ain't not gonna act like I done had the biggest comeback in 2007. We not
They
gonna
be
act.
talking about hoes ain't getting wiped. Who's who? Who not?
Hey, listen.
All the hoes I know got it.
Cause it's a lie. Who?
That's your problem. I swept your hoes up under the
I
rug.
started this whole shit. It wouldn't be no hoes without me.
Right, they be talking about hoes ain't getting wiped up. Who?
They told me about
Bitch,
you.
wait a minute, check the
I heard
left
all
hand,
about
look.
you. I was
When they said it was some hoes in this house, they was in my house.
You right, your phone fell. But you right. You right. They told me about you.
Wait,
They said
left
you hoes
hand
down.
game. When they say
So
hoes
that's-
ain't getting married. But they say they ain't getting married though.
Niggas, and all niggas want a hoe. It's just the right hoe they gotta get.
It's just the right hoe.
Hey, you know, draw something here. Time out for her.
What was y'all over here talking
Time
about?
out. That.
They say
Right
hoes
there.
ain't getting married. But they say they ain't getting married though.
Niggas, and all niggas want a hoe. It's just the right hoe they gotta
It's
get.
just the right hoe.
Hey, you know, draw something here. Time out for her.
What was y'all over here talking
Time
about?
out. That right there. That. The donut shop or something, man, and telling her, man, you better act right this nigga.
I'm trying to answer my friend question.
I'm sorry.
She was-
y'all was hit. She hit on something right there. She was hitting on something over there, so I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay, so boom.
Apologize. Whatever you call it.
I think. Wait, what was the question? What did you not realize about yourself?
Real about
Realize?
She not stirring, she talking in cursive.
Fuck you, man.
So you encourage this bullshit.
It's on the cover.
Okay, so what was your question? What you not realize about yourself? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
GK.
Jesus. There she snored. That's it. That was it.
I should have thought that thing that was in our box.
Yes.
The
Because the earth over there.
You can sit right here and earn me. I
I
would
get
take
it
your shirt
moving
off.
on.
What?